Hi everyone. My name is Samkelo Boyde Xaba. I'm a founder and creative director of Boyde. I'm a multidisciplinary creative and a fashion designer by profession. So pretty much Boyde is an African contemporary luxury clothing brand that prioritizes sustainability, longevity, and durability. So we usually source our inspiration from the African historical architecture and the influence it has in the modern architecture. And also, we also source our inspiration from like African history as a whole. Yeah. Okay, so today we're gonna be talking about wool. I hope there's some of you guys wearing something with a bit of wool in it. Yes. If not, no worries. I'm also wearing cotton and linen, so we're good. Okay, so what is wool? So wool pretty much is like a natural fiber obtained from ships, which is renewable, biodegradable, and it's also like sustainable fiber. So and also it can also regulate temperature. So when you wear it, it can be able to regulate temperature. Whereas so you can wear it like it's transitional, you can wear it winter or summer, and also it can also have what is this? It can have what's the word? Uh okay, it's fine. We can skip. We can skip. So it's unlike the synthetic fibers. Unlike the synthetic fibers, it's also good for the ecosystem. So it can be able to return to air. So you can recycle it and it's biodegradable. We can skip. Okay, so now we the origin of the wool. So in South Africa, we are the top of like the wool providers in the world, which is like the main source is Eastern Cape. So in Eastern Cape is the main source of like the provider of merino wool, especially, and also mohair. So South African wool is prized because of its softness, the strength, and the ethical farming, and also the industry supports. It supports thousands of like farmers and also the artisan in the craftsmanship of fashion or any other craftsmanship that like it has to do with wool. That we can skip. Okay, so the sustainability and responsibility of wool. So wool, it's renewable. So the sheep produce new fleece each and every year. So you can skin the wool from the sheep, then each and every year it will produce a new fleece, and it's also biodegradable, as I mentioned. So it's also durable as a garment, and it can last for decades as long as you can be able to take care of it, and it's also recyclable and it also have low impact. So wool is also it's natural and breathable. So it's not antibacterial and require less washing. So we can save water and also the energy. Ah, so wool in point design. Why do we use wool in point design? So the main thing is it's like we use wool and merino hair. We use merino wool and mohair. So those are the main fibers that we play with, especially mostly in our needs wear. So we can blend both of the fibers. So usually the composition that we usually do is like it's a 80% merino wool and 20% mohair. So most of the time when we work with mohair, it's like brushed mohair. And also, we can also blend wool with other fibers. So for our suiting, we can blend it with cotton. We can also blend it with cashmere. We can blend it with silk. So in some of our needs, where we can blend a silk, merino wool, and also mohair in one garment. So it depends. Usually with the season, sometimes, but most of our garments are like trans-seasonal. So if it's like peak winter, so we when we do like chunky heavy knits, we can blend like the wool and mohair and like silky to so that it feels good to the skin, especially silk. You and back. So these are the garment, most of the garment that we used with wool. So the first garment we have the black knits. We have the black knits with detachable sleeve. That's like 100% merino wool. So that one is not blend. Then the second one is a chunky knits, which is a blend of mohair and silk. So it's an 80% mohair, 20% silk, and it's a brushed mohair. The second one is 100% merino wool, no blend also. And the last one, it's a blend of merino wool, a mohair, and also a little bit of silk. You can, next slide. So here we have our chunky hand crochet merino wool, also a blend of 80-20 composition with mohair, and the scarf also, it's a blend of 80-20 composition. It's a brush scarf and the beanie. And here we have our tailored coats, a chunky tailored coat. So also even with it, it's a blend of like a wool and cotton. And that image, we have a blend still of merino wool and mohair. And the last image, it's like it's a blend of cotton. It's like 100% cotton. I already discussed the first look, so it's fine. No, shouldn't have to skip. So the second look, it's also the same blend as our coats, which is this one is it's a blend of a wool and also recycled cotton, and it has a bit of poly. Sorry, it has a bit of recycled cotton and recycled wool. And our knits, the brown knits underneath it, it's a hand crochet knits, which is like 100% merino wool. And the last one, it's a soutine 100% merino wool, but like with the detailing of cowrie shells. So this is the look that I will try to just get into a detail about it in terms of like creating it. So we have the jackets, the coats by the door when you enter. So if you haven't gotten a chance to check it out after here, you can go and just touch it and feel it and look at it. So here I work with Stephen Benton, which is a textile. She's a textile. She does felting, a lot of felting. So on this garment, the composition of this, so it's like it was done out of felting, so it's like handmade, which is merino wool with a baby mohair. It's a blend of merino wool with baby mohair, and the foundation of felting and nano felting, we use cotton. So I think you can skip to the next slide. So these are videos of the process where Stefan was doing the fabric, where we're developing the fabric. I, so yeah, I can start with the first. Three of them is like this. So they're not in like any order. Yes, fine. So this was the process that Stefan did to develop our fabric. This is kind of the process. You can go to the next slide. I think that's also a video I can play. Next one. So this is like the process where after the fabric has been felted, so it's just washing it up because it tends to also like shrink. So when you cut it like a big meter, so it's gonna shrink to a specific meters that you want. I do me. It can also go down. And it's got also another video there. Still the same process. Yeah, can discuss. Why I love wool or we love wool at Boyd. So we love wool because of when I was starting to get into the fashion industry, I think the wool is the first fiber or textile that I got interested into. Then I started exploring and I was drawing to its warmth and like the strength of the wool and because how it also adapts to the body and also the temperature. So yeah, let's go to the next. Okay, the future of wool. So the future of wool lies in responsible innovation. So it developing biodegradable blend, dual design, and waste-free production. So we aim to expand the visibility of African wool as a global luxury product, investing in technology and design education while allow more designers to use sustainable natural fibers. So our vision to make African wool synonymous with modern luxury, aesthetic, and craft. It was in yes. So yeah, thank you for your time.
Thank you, Samkelo. That was fascinating. Yes, Kim.
Hi, thank you for your detailed explanation. Where are you based?
Based in Johannesburg, our office is in Maboneng.
Okay, but the felt is made at Stephanie's place in Cape.
So the felt is made in Eastern Cape, and so no, it's made in Western Cape. Then the fibers are sourced in Eastern Cape, but the felting is made in Western Cape.
We're in Western Cape.
I'm not sure exactly.
Somerset
the
West.
area. Yeah,
Somerset West.
Somerset West.
Yes, yes.
Because I know that that's a shed.
Yes.
Yeah. And I'm just trying to join those dots. I'm not going into competition.
That's it.
I think I love the fact that there isn't competition because quite a few designers work with Stephanie and you all create things quite different things. Yeah. Any more questions?
Yes. Congratulations. I love your brand and studied everything. I'd like to know, do you sell the fabric, the real fabric?
No, unfortunately, we don't sell the fabric. We sell the finished product.
Thank you so much for just like taking us through your process and your brand. I wanted to ask, I guess, two questions. The first one is that is Boyde a seasonal brand? Because obviously I see that you enjoy the use of wool and woven, and obviously those are very like winter-based fabrics. So would you say that your brand is seasonal, number one? And then number two, I mean, I think this is like a more trade-off question for you. What do you think is? Well, I'm trying to phrase this correctly, but I guess I would ask, like, for you as a designer, right? What is, I guess, more important between like producing quantity and producing quality? Because obviously, from this process, I would assume that there's quite a lot of rigor that goes into the work, as well as the money that you have to put in. So when you exchange that with, I guess, what you want to get out of the brand, I guess I'm trying to understand like where do you fall?
So Boyd, it's a transitional brand. So our collections they accommodate all season around winter, summer, spring, and autumn. So with wool, so the wool we can be able to develop it in a lighter way that can accommodate like a summer weather. So the more when we develop like a winter season, we can make it a little bit more chunkier. But for winter, so as now a recent collection, it's like a summer collection. We have a lot of wool, especially like in our suiting and our needs. So it can be more breathable. And also the second question is sorry,
I was just asking like
quantity and
quantity versus quality, because obviously as a brand that is not establishing itself, but it's still young, and I guess the quality of the merchandise you produce, like what is that trade-off for you?
So at Boyd we prioritize quality more than quantity, hence why like we more into like the slow process of developing our products. So hence why we develop most of our products. Like I said, what I just showed now, the textile are like handmade. So it takes time to make, and also some of the finished products is like we more into like tailoring, so it takes a little bit of time to make it. Like there's some intricate detailing that needs a lot of like handwork.
Okay, we're going to take 3 more questions and then we have to stop for a switch over. So you first.
So I think just piggybacking onto that,
Yeah.
we're seeing a lot now with national designers and stuff are collaborating, right? So it's amazing. In which, in what you just said around quality versus quantity, is collaborating with mass retail brands is something that you consider to make me.
We can do it, but like in the most controllable way. We can be able to control like the craftsmanship, the quality, and like the unity that is put out to the consumer.
Interesting question. Yeah.
Thank you for this talk. So just a small question. What are the sustainability implications of blending the different materials?
So blending different types of fibers, they're all natural fibers. So they are sustainable in a way because they're blending like natural fibers. So they also have like durability, the longevity of them, so they can last longer. As long as you know how to like take care of them.
Just on the blending, I wanted to know if you outsource that, do you spin some of your own wool? Because I know if you get your wool from Eastern Cape, what form do you get it in?
So we outsource our textile. So we just know that like we outsource our textile by just traceable. We know our artisanship. Where do they make their wool? Where do they get like the raw material from the wool to like the finished product? And some of them like we made them with the manufacturers that we collaborate with them, like textile manufacturers. So we know all the process. We can trace where the fibers come from until to the finished product. So basically our finished products, you can trace it from a wearable products back into like a shoe.